chaos and control. "Hurry up!" the shriveled old man yelled to his peers. "They're getting away!" At that very moment, one of the border reivers threw a grenade into the swarm of cops. Then kaboom! The whole plain was decimated. 5 officers were killed, but the murderers escaped unscathed. The steads picked up their pace and the killers were gone. In a matter of seconds, they vanished into a cloud of dust. Again and again, the border reivers eluded the officers. They left a trail of misery wherever they went. They slaughtered and robbed without restraint. The chief was furious. Over the years, more lives had been lost to river borders than any other unnatural cause. The greed and evils of humans are without measure. A year or two later, they had a plan to eradicate border reivers entirely, a plan for complete control. The year was 1596, and their plan was overly simple. Send lures of all types. Synthetic gold and silver travelled all around the borders in carts led by horsemen. Their plan was evil. They were going to kill by the thousands. Explosives were set inside the carts so that upon touching them, the carts would explode. But there was a flaw to this seemingly flawless plan. The explosives were extremely sensitive to movement. On the day that the carts were sent out, the country was confident of total annihilation. They believed that their troubles with border reivers were over. King and country slept peacefully that night, only to find the horror that the next day would bring. None of the carts even made it to the borders. They exploded along the way. After running over large rocks and sticks, it was a disaster. All of the king's finest horses and horsemen were killed that day. The military had suffered a great hit thanks to their desire for complete control. In the next 100 years or so, border reivers slowly faded away in England. They kept close to the borders thanks to the horror they witnessed, imagining what would have happened if England's plan had worked. Their whole community would have been wiped out. This didn't mean that England gave up on their mission for complete domination. When the reivers struck the villages, they were there. The robbers were shot down one by one, and numbers slowly dwindled. Despite this, over time, they slowly made their way into English communities, taking up respectable careers and sharing their passions and traditions with the locals. They brought with them their Scottish clothing, food, and culture. They helped develop the country.
Please hang up and try again.